welcome to Create Success. Oh my word, it's been one of those mornings where tech has not wanted to play with me. So, I'm going to just take a few seconds to breathe for a start. And also for anybody to catch me up who's planning on joining live. So if you're here, please say hello. Right, that's something I do need to do. I need to mute. I need to turn the volume down there because I can hear myself, and that's never a good thing. Right then. So anybody here, please say hello. It's going to be brilliant to have you here. A little bit concerned that that isn't showing my video yet. That link's working though. Hello, yay, some comments. That's always a good sign. So brilliant. Hi Fiona, hi Penny, hi Tina, hi Sue. Wow. Okay, so I've not used this way before, so comments are going to be fun. Oh, I can pop out to chat. That might be useful. Brilliant. You can see the video. Can everybody hear me okay? That's the next thing. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Helen. I'm repeating what you're saying now. Penny, the video box has gone off the original page. Yes, you need to be watching on the YouTube page. I actually have just put the video box back on that page. If I did it quickly enough, you might need to refresh. But if you want to be able to comment, it's got to be on the YouTube page. The joys of tech issues. You can see I might be a little bit flustered. That's because I've had an hour going, oh, it's not working. So instead, I decided to do it this way. Penny, you've put you can hear me fine. That's brilliant. Hi, Kirsty. Lovely to have you here. Right then. So, I'm going to have a slurp of my tea. And then we'll get started, shall we? Should we just get on with it? I'm excited. Do you know? Hi, Paul, my neighbour with his own business over the road. So, hi, Paul. Hi, Penny. You're just worried other people wouldn't get here. Okay. Let me just double check. Thank you, Penny. Let me refresh that page and see what I'm looking at. I've got a zillion different boxes on my screen at the moment. So if you see me looking all over the place and looking a bit lost, it's because I'm trying to find where I'm at. Okay, so tea, that was what I was going to have. Right, I have put the video back on the page. The link is there direct. No, it's not showing me. Maybe if I press play, I'm not going to, because you're here. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think we just need to get on with it. Right. Let me get my right screens back. I need to find my chat again. It's there. Right, so I've got a chat screen. I've got my live video screen. I've got what you can see screen. And I'm about to go to my slides. Okay, so are you ready? Let's screen share and go to the class. Let's not waste any more time. Okay, so you should now be able to see a slide. Or I should say there is about a 30-second delay on what you're seeing and what I'm saying. We've already covered the using the YouTube comments. Hi, Jane. Hi, Alison. Lovely to have you here. Right then, so create success with your business. That is what we are here for today. Today we are here because we really do want to fix and sort your marketing. Okay, so first question is, why are you here? I think I've just answered that, haven't I? Saying you want to fix your marketing. But is there a problem with your marketing? Are you finding that you want more from your business? Do you think that there's more opportunity out there for you for more sales? If so, tell me. I really would love to know. I'd like to hear from you. The idea of today is a very interactive class. So please talk to me. Please engage with me, not to me. So yeah, why are you here? Do you think that there's more you can do with your business? Do you feel your marketing just isn't working for you? Do you feel like you're talking to yourself? Tell me, what is it that's going on for you right now? I'm going to carry on talking while hopefully you're typing. So signs your marketing isn't working for you right now. So I'm guessing these are going to be some of the answers, basically. That you feel like you're always marketing. You feel like you're just never thinking about anything else. Maybe you're running out of time for making and doing, or maybe you just kind of hit a blank wall and don't know what to do with marketing, so you don't do anything, but it's just always there in the back of your mind. If you get inconsistent sales or no sales at all even, then obviously that's a massive sign that your marketing isn't working for you right now. If you don't have any fans, and by fans I mean people engaging with you and talking back to you and opening your emails and responding on social media, again, that's a sign that your marketing isn't working for you. If you feel like you're always talking to yourself, thankfully you're interacting with me right now, so I don't feel like that, but I do know that it often feels that way, and if you're getting that, then it's a sign your marketing isn't working. So what have we got? Alison, you're saying you don't think your marketing is consistent. Kirsty, you put you only use Facebook and you're not getting out there enough. Kirsty, post never gets seen on Facebook. Sherry, I'm here, had to work out how to comment. Okay, so thank you, Sherry. Okay, so there's the signs that your marketing isn't working for you. So basically, you're the world's best kept secret. And that really isn't the best thing for a small business, is it? It's not the best thing for a creative business. You really don't want to be the world's best kept secret. So let's figure out what we're going to do about it. But first of all, please know it's not your fault. It isn't. It really, really isn't. We're not taught this at school. You are swamped with advice. The internet, whilst being an amazing tool and it's wonderful in so many ways, there's so much out there that it's easy to get overwhelmed. And it's conflicting and confusing advice quite often as well. And the biggest thing is the goalposts move. So Google changes its algorithms, platforms, whether you use a WordPress website with all its updates, whether you use Etsy or Not on the High Street or any other platform at all, they change, don't they? Etsy sent out a massive email yesterday with new guidelines in it. Things change. And social media, oh, let's not go there today, but yes, they're very, very good at moving the goalpost. And of course, you have all the legal stuff that you have to keep on top of as well. We only have to just look at GDPR. Okay, so what else have we got going on? So Tina, you put, I'm much too inconsistent. Yeah, inconsistent marketing. It's a problem. Fiona, you're putting always talking to myself or a couple of friends, no interaction. Sally, you're with Alison, so you're saying it's not consistent. So you put, I post regularly, but the people who follow me don't seem interested in what I make, as they rarely share or comment. And Terry, you put, yay, got here, found out how to comment. Brilliant. Hello, Terry. Okay, so now we know it's not your fault. Now we know that actually there's so much out there working against you. Let's start to put that right. See if we can fix this. We're going to cut through the confusion. We're going to look at what you should be doing, which is, I'm going to give you common sense advice, and it's advice you can trust. We're going to work on a strategy that works for you, and we're going to put strong foundations in place. That's the whole purpose of today. So does that sound good? Is that something you want to get to grips with? I hope so. So are you ready? Actually, I've asked another question before we kind of jump straight in. A little bit cheeky. I told you I want to be interactive today. So what does success mean for you? It's different for absolutely everybody. And this has a massive impact about what happens in the background behind in your business, the marketing that you do, how much effort you put in. So it really is quite important. So tell me about your business. Tell me, is it about the annual sales? Is it about the monthly income? Is it pocket money for you? Are you the breadwinner? Do you judge success on whether it's on the number of weekly or monthly orders that you get? Or is your success about bringing in some income but also having that flexibility? Or is it about living a creative life? What is it that's important for you? What's success for you? I can tell you that for me, it's income and flexibility. I wanted the flexibility to fit around the kids and school and be around for them and be around in holidays and if there was a sick day and all of that type of good stuff. And I'm lucky enough that I've been able to do that. Maybe look something into it. Maybe there's a bit of hard work gone into there as well. But that is the bracket that I fall into. That's my success. I know that I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do if that's where I'm at. So where are you at? Okay, Alison, you put, I'm the sole breadwinner. The mortgage payer success is based on being able to pay my bills and being able to buy more stock and broaden the range of what I sell. See, that makes it super important for you. That means you have to get it spot on. You have to get it right, and you need to be looking at how you can improve all the while. So Penny, you've got income and flexibility plus being creative. Yeah, I'm glad to see that creativity is in there as well. Sally, you've got income and flexibility for me too. My flexibility happens to be about fitting in with the school and fitting in with kids, but I'm sure that flexibility for some others might be other things as well. It's just fitting in other things that you want to do, isn't it? Okay, so let's move on. So just to say, there is no right or wrong answer to this. It just does have an impact on how important your business is to you, how you prioritize your business, the focus and the effort that you put in. But it's your why. It's your reason for doing what you do. And please, please don't compare yourself to others, because what you do need to remember is that, as I said before, it's different for absolutely everybody. So if somebody is out there and they are looking to be the breadwinner, they are possibly being seen an awful lot more than somebody who is doing it for fun and pocket money. Not criticizing fun and pocket money. It's a perfectly valid reason to have your own business, and there's no reason that you can't improve from that in any way, shape or form. But you could be comparing yourself to somebody who it is their sole income. And as Alison said, it's the mortgage, it's paying the bills, it's putting food on the table. So don't compare yourself to others in any way, shape or form. It's about finding what's right for you and the level that you want your business to be at for you. Okay, just going to read a couple more comments. So Jane, you put flexibility into be creative, stopping my brain going to mush. Sherry, love being creative, but I want to have a better family income. So for you, I think you fall into the income and flexibility. Tina, my sole income, but not essential to pay household bills, but it helps us to live a better life. Okay, brilliant. Oh, I think I've missed a couple there. Kirsty, yours is pocket money, so income and flexibility. Sally, it's your secondary income. And Sue, it's your sole job, so income. Love what I do in flexibility because I can work around health issues. Yeah, I'd say it's different for all of us. Okay, so have you got your pen and paper ready? I'm about to have a slurp of my cup of tea and we'll launch straight into this. We've got a lot to cover. Okay. Whew. Right, first question, another one. There's lots of questions today, if you noticed. Do you believe you can do this? This being your own picture of success, nobody else's. So everything you've just told me, everything that we've just had a conversation about, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you can do this? It's an essential part, because if you don't believe in yourself, you're not putting yourself out there enough. You're not standing strong behind your products and your service. So come on, do you? Alison, absolutely perfect answer. I love that. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else going to admit to where they are? Okay. Jumping through the slides. Penny put yes, but scary too. Scary is a good thing. That just means that you kind of, you're staying on the edge, you're prepared to keep an eye on it. But yes, scary is not always a bad thing. It means the excitement's still there as well. Fiona, jury's still out. Fiona, I believe in you. Okay, Sherry, yes, perfect. I love it. Yes. Okay, so I've got a quote in here, and I actually debated whether to put this before the next slide or after, and I've put it before, and let's go with it. So just one of the problems, is that the right word? One of the things we kind of easily have a habit of doing, and which kind of undermines your own self-belief, is using the word just. And I love this quote from Steve Jobs. It's the only quote that we've got that's in this presentation, or class. So don't worry, don't think I'm just throwing you a load of quotes at you. But creativity is just connecting things. When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it. They just saw something. It seemed obvious to them after a while. That's because they were able to connect experiences they've had and synthesize new things. And that's a Steve Jobs quote. And I love that quote, because we all say, well, I just do this, I just do that, I just do the other, because for you it's easy. And that just, the seeing how easy it is, can easily undermine your own self-belief. So if you know that you use that word, stop. Evict it from your vocabulary. Lose that word. You don't just have a craft. You don't just have a skill. You don't just have your own little business. Believe in yourself. Okay, so we've had a few more. So Terry, you've put I'm with Fiona. Sally, you've put yes with some products, less so with others. Janine, you've put I want to believe. Oh, that's a really good start. You're in a good place. So let's go through these tips with you. Paul, oh yeah, good. I'm glad you do, Paul. And Tina, not always. Okay, so let's have a look at these little tips. So First of all, I want you to embrace yet. And by that, it's a little word that whenever you find something that you are struggling with, something that maybe is a barrier, maybe you don't know how to use Facebook advertising, maybe you don't know how to get, or your Twitter, or you want to use Pinterest, but you haven't got a clue where to start, or you're thinking you want to do emails, but you're a bit scared of it, use the word yet. I can't do it yet. Okay, so always think you will be able to do something. And then I've got the discard just, as we've just gone through. You don't just do anything. So, and forget the word but as well. So if you hear me say something today and your first response is, but I can't do that, but my audience wouldn't do this, but this, stop. You are finding problems, not looking for solutions. Okay, yet is about looking for solutions for things, to start to see that actually there's opportunities out there. And whilst you can choose not to take them, that's fine. You can also choose to take them. You can make the decisions for yourself, but don't disregard them straight away. So discard just and but. Set yourself smart, doable goals. Okay, really do. This is, if you, sometimes we set ourselves up to fail. So if kind of you're at zero and you suddenly want to go to a £3,000 a month income, then actually you're setting yourself up to fail in likelihood. So set yourself doable goals, make everything smart. So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, timed, keep yourself moving forward. And the last one here that I've got is, which really does help you believe it's possible, but can undermine your belief you haven't got it, is you have to love what you do and love your ideal customers too. So often I can talk to somebody and discover that actually they don't really like their customers, that actually they get annoyed by their customers every time they see a new email or they see a new message or an order comes through. It's response. If that's your response, you're never going to believe in your business. You're never going to be doing all the work that you can to get yourself out there. Okay, so make sure you actually really like your ideal customers. And the next one is, if others are doing it, you can too. If there are other people out there offering a similar service to you, offering similar products, they've got to only be similar because we want your spin on your products. If others are doing it, then you blinking well can too. Okay, there's nothing stopping you. Right. So now I've given you a little bit of, there's an awful lot more we could do on self-belief. We don't have time right now. So that's just a little bit of a kick in the right direction to say, come on, you can do this. But now I want to know, what is it that you do? Please note, I'm not asking what is your craft. And I don't want anything that uses the word just either. You don't just do something. You don't just do the other. Tell me, what is your craft? All right, I'm going to take another slurp of my tea. Whew, so much more to come. Okay. Paul, you put, funny you say that. My competitor asked me to stop trading. Oh my word. Really? Oh, that shocks me. That's you're obviously a threat to them. They're obviously losing business to you, Paul, which is a brilliant thing. Alison, I make handbags and I sell bag making supplies. Perfect. Janine, I am an artist. Brilliant. I love that. I'm loving the strength of the comments, that you are standing by what you do. And that's the first sign that you actually do believe in what you do. Penny, I design and craft jewelry. Yes. Brilliant. No doubt. This is what I do. Be proud of what you do. Yeah, and don't be undermined by any competitors. Blimey, Paul, that shocked me. Okay, Fiona, I create fabulous hand knitted socks to create tootsies, warm and cozy. Love it, absolutely perfect. Sally, card crafting, disassembling jewelry to create framed pictures. Perfect. Sherry, I'm a paper florist and I create memories. Love it. Jane, I make cushions and personalized art. Wonderful. Right, straight away, I'm getting the feeling there that you all are right now confident in what you do. Okay, next question. How do you make your money? Okay, this might seem a really simple, obvious question given what you've just told me. What else have we got? Tina, I help people keep their memories alive in handmade scrapbooks. Sue, I make beautiful glass to brighten everyone's life and home. And Paul's put, so does 1940s military stencils fit in here? Yes, of course it does, Paul. You're in the right place. So how do you make your money? Why am I asking that question? I'm asking that question because this is the true desired outcome of your marketing. So at the moment you've told me, Jane, you've said, I make cushions and personalised art. Sherry, I'm a paper florist and I create memories. So how do you sell? What do you sell? What is it you actually do that makes in money? Makes in money? Brings in money. Janine, I am an artist. So do you sell your artwork? Do you sell prints? Do you sell products with your artwork on it? Tell me. Penny, not making any at the moment, hence the VIP session. Perfect. We'll come to that at the moment, then, Penny. Well, not at the moment, but when we meet. Jane, you've got Etsy's main earning platform. Brilliant. Okay. Are you clear how you make your money? I suppose maybe that's a better question or an easier question for me to ask. Are you clear how you make your money? Because really, that is what everything is working towards. Terry, I don't make any either. Okay, but I didn't. How do you make your money? Can include what you was what you sell. It doesn't have to be what you make. Tanya, I use African fabric to make contemporary cards and gifts. Oh, I love that. Alison, I sell by my own website and Etsy, although Etsy not much. So good. So you're seeing where is your stronger avenue. Perfect. So I sell my fused glass through Etsy and Amazon Handmade. I can't go to fairs now, but they were my best outlets. Okay. Janine, yes, artwork, prints and greeting cards of the artwork, only not selling a lot, need to be found. Oh, we've got to stop you being the world's best secret then. Sherry, mainly Facebook, creating custom-made bouquets, but not doing great. Sally, I sell bespoke cards to regular customers, also to Facebook followers and new online customers. Terry, you have an income. You have money coming in. Right. Okay, so let's start to dig in. I've already swapped to the next slide. So know, like, trust. I hope you know this. As much as I'm asking you what the desired outcome is of your marketing, the way you want to send people to, how you're bringing in that income, how you're fulfilling your own version of success, you have to go through the know, like, trust. So basically, you don't propose on a first date, and in the same way, you don't pitch in and kind of sell straight away. You have to give people a chance to see what you do, a chance to get to know you, a chance to get to like you. Your ideal customer will buy once they trust you and when they need what you do. Now, I'm not going to give you too much more on this. We're going to kind of move on a little bit. I do have a video which does cover this a little bit more. It's quite a short video. I will pop the link up later. Okay, the next thing you have to do is you have to know your niche. Now, I'm trying to look here through the comments. So we've got Paul, your 1940s military stencils, very, very precise. That is a perfect niche. Tanya, African fabric to make contemporary cards and gifts. Again, I'm pretty sure you're quite clear on your niche here. But Janine, artwork, prints and greeting cards of the artwork. There's a chance from what you're telling me here. Obviously, I don't know your business very well. Some people on here I know a lot better than others. But artwork, prints and greeting cards of the artwork. Is there a specific niche that you're targeting with that work? Is there a type of person that you appeal to the most? Basically, if you are trying to appeal to everybody, it's spray and pray marketing, which I want you to stop right now because you're never going to please everybody. It's just impossible. And I know that I've said you could to add the word yet, but even if you put the word yet, you can't please everyone yet. You need a ginormous business. You need an enormous amount of resources behind you. So that's one thing that I'm letting you not have it yet on because you can't please everybody. What I want you to do is I want you to think about who your ideal customer is. I want you to knuckle down and I want you to listen to them. I want you to learn from them and I want you to speak their language. I want you to address their specific concerns. And here's that word believe again. Believe in your product and service is their best solution. Okay, and it will be a solution. So Janine, yours is a solution for if they want greeting cards for an occasion, then actually, what's that occasion? You've got to know that your card is the best solution out there, and that's your approach to your marketing. That's the behind in your marketing. Okay. Yeah, does that help? Does everybody know their niche, I suppose, is the question I should be asking there. And once you know your niche, and once you know it's your the best solution that they could possibly ask for, tell them about it and make the offer to give them that opportunity to buy from you. But it is a process. It is that know, like, trust. You can't just jump in and make the offer if they don't yet know you. By speaking their language, you're using their words, you're connecting with the things that they know, and they're straight away going, you recognizing that you understand them. Janine, you're not sure who my ideal customer is. I make felt paintings. Okay, so Janine, maybe you need to look at this from the point of view of what you're painting show, what the visual, who's going to that going to appeal to, or is it somebody who is a homemaker, and what kind of homemaker? Somebody who is turning a house into a home. Dig deep into it. You really, really do need to. Terry, you've put, I know this one inside out, 55-ish upwards, hobbyists, those who watch Create and Craft and Hochanda. Brilliant. See, and that's exactly what you need to know. So mine are women 30 upwards, but not sure Etsy is where they are at. Fairs made good sales, but they were see it, like it, buy it. And I can't transfer that to online. No, online, it's definitely no, like, trust. So if Etsy isn't where they're at, then where are they? That's what you need to dig into. That's really what you need to put it in. Fiona, ideal customer, anyone with feet. Anyone who wants to keep their feet warm. Okay, right. So I'm going to move straight on. I'm very aware of time. Oh dear, I've managed to click something. Let's see if I can. Aha, there we go. Right. So your ideal customers value you. This is what happens when you niche. Your customers get to know you, they get to like you, and they really value you and what you do. I've put a little note there. You aren't your own ideal customer. And the amount of times I've said that to somebody, the amount of times that I've seen that, wow, you're right, I'm not my own ideal customer. And that's because you can do what you can do. You are an expert at what you do. You have the skills to do it. So there's no way you're going to go off and buy it from somebody else. There's no way that you want to go and spend good money on buying what it is that you do. So don't price your products at a price you would pay for it. Price it at the price ideal customers would pay for it because they value you. You have to adopt a fair pricing policy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go through pricing right now with you. We don't have the time. It's as simple as that. But I do want you to adopt a fair pricing policy. Fair pricing is fair to you and fair to your customer. It's only fair to you if you are actually making money from your sales, because you can get your marketing right. You can put so much effort and time and energy into it. But if you discount every sale, if you knock an amount off for everybody, if you undervalue yourself, then it doesn't matter how many sales you make, you're never going to make any money. So it has to be fair to you and fair to your ideal customer. Just remember, you are not your own ideal customer. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at some comments. Paul, you've put my webpage provider links to many platforms, Facebook shop, Etsy, etc. Handy as I can just change the website and everything changes, i.e. prices, stock, descriptions, etc. Okay, that's really good. That sounds positive. It sounds like you've got it sorted, but are you driving enough people? How are you getting people to your webpage? That's your niche. That's your audience we want to tap into, it, who you're sending to these places where they can buy from you. Penny, you've put working on this still, 30 plus self-employed women who would wear my jewelry for both confidence and for the crystal properties that would help. Okay, sounds like that's a really good start. It sounds like you're very aware of where you need to be. Now, if they're into the crystal properties, then what kind of beliefs have they got? Where are they spending their time? What are they reading? What are they interested in to learn about those crystal properties? And who's inspiring them? That's your next level. That's really where it is. So you put no idea, not on the high street, refused me a few times, don't know where else to try. Rarely on social media, but followers are the right people, just not interested. Okay, so we need to dig deeper. So we need to dig deeper. I haven't got time to dig deep with everybody today. I do apologize. So much more to get through. Jane, my ideal customer is someone exactly like me, but they can't sew. Perfect. So the brilliant part of that is that you're in their head, that you know what they're thinking. You just need to think about it from the perspective of, if I couldn't make it, angle. Paul, you put, I comment on Facebook pages, forums, etc., and link past customers to comment and tell new customers how good I am. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. But I bet there's ways that you can improve that. I bet. Alison's asking who your webpage provider is, Paul. I bet that there's ways that we really could dig deeper with your marketing and get more consistent with your sales. Okay, so pricing. Is everybody happy with their pricing? Do you think you have a fair pricing policy? Or are you fairer to your customers than you are on yourself? It has to be bang in the middle, balance those scales. Well, tell me. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to tell you is that you have to get out the right message, which is that you believe in your products and you know it's the perfect solution and what it's the solution for, to the right people. I'm looking at that picture thinking, oh my word, I still can't believe I used that. To the right people who are your niche audience. And you've got to be in the right place. So we know you're not in the right place. You might be talking to the right people, but they're not seeing you in the right place, or they're not seeing you at the right time. Okay? So you really, really, really need to get to grips with this. Right message, right people, right place, right time. That is marketing in a nutshell. If any of those sections are wrong, your marketing's not going to work for you. You can have the right message to the wrong people and it's going to get ignored. But if you've only got a okay message and it's going out to the right people at the right place at the right time, you're still going to get a few nibbles. You're still going to get a little bit happening. You're still going to get some response. So the most important part is the right people, the right place, and the right time. And then you can refine and perfect your message and get out there even more and amplify it. Okay, so anybody confident that they actually have their marketing sorted, that they've got this right message, the right people, the right place, or the right time? Or is there one of those particularly that you think you really need to work on? Drop me a comment and let me know. Basically, this is your strong foundations. If you know this, if you understand this, if you have a full-on belief that you know exactly who you're targeting, when you're targeting, where you're targeting them, it will completely revolutionize and fix your marketing. And it doesn't matter if the Google search changes or if platforms change their algorithms or if social media makes massive changes, you'll survive those moving goalposts. And you'll survive because you won't have all your eggs in one basket, because you will be out there. You will have collected email addresses. Okay, so people are asking, what do I mean by right time? The right time means when they need it. It means being seen at the right time. So right now we're in that start of the run up towards Christmas. So people are going to be wanting to buy Christmas presents. Now, if that is something that your products are perfect for, you've got to be seen at that right time. Yeah, if you hide away right now, then no one's ever going to find you to know that they can buy from you as Christmas presents. So the right time, Sherry, you put right time. I had no idea how to find that on Facebook Insights. Okay, so timing, you can knuckle this right down. You can have the time of day that your audience is the most interactive, the most responsive on social media platforms, to make sure that you're going out at that specific moment in time. But in the broader sense, it's also being around at those seasons. So if Christmas, getting out there and being seen now and going everywhere you possibly can, telling people how great your products are for Christmas gifts, being seen at the right time. So it has a few connotations. Paul, right place for me, working from home. Yeah, and me. Oh, have to love that one. And right place is being on the right platforms. Penny, but timing is difficult, especially sounds like Christmas. Too early, people get irritated. Too late, you can't get sales out. True, Penny. Today is 95 days till Christmas, I think I read earlier. So it is still that little bit early, but you can start to talk to people. You can start to ask those questions. You can start to say, have you started planning for Christmas yet, or is it too early? And have those little bits of conversations. And you can start to make sure you're putting out your products with images where they are obviously meant as gifts. So you're starting to inspire. Sometimes it's not being quite as obvious and saying, buy this for Christmas now. It's just backing off a little bit. Okay. The know, like, trust, and knowing the right person, the right message, the right place, and the right time. I know I didn't do that in the right order, but knowing that actually works. It will make the complete difference to your marketing. 10, you put right people, place, and time, but not enough volume. In which case, it's about looking at the ways you can amplify that. How can you get in front of more of the right people? Are there more places where they actually are? Because what you've done is you've now proved that you know who they are. You've proved what does work. So now it's about going out and finding more places as well and doing more of it. Joe, hello, Joe. You've finally managed to join in, been listening, but had to log in. So I make activity packs and invitations. My customers are mums like me, but with a bit more money. Brilliant. So do you know where they are? Do you know where they hang out? Place can also be, it can be where they get their inspiration. It can be, do they read particular magazines? Do they read particular blogs? Do they frequent particular Facebook pages? Where do they shop? Any of those, because any of that information gives you information to be able to niche down, particularly with something like Facebook advertising. And the advantage of Facebook advertising, of course, is that you can do it for just £1 a day, and you can tweak as you go. So you can actually look at it for a few days and go, right, I can see that's working great, and increase it. Or by increasing the budget, if it's working for you. Or you can go, right, it's not actually working yet, I'm going to tweak that audience completely. It's so much better than old-fashioned magazine advertising where it's kind of like a one-hit wonder. Joe, you put, I use Etsy and Facebook, but sales are low seasonal. Okay, so when are your best times of year? What is that seasons? What are those seasons, Joe? Okay, once you've sussed all this, okay, so you really need to have all this written down. You need the clarity over this. You need the clarity about who about your right message, the right person, about why it is that they buy, what's their triggers, what's their use of your product, what are they buying this for? You need all this, and it's only then that you really start ready to start using the marketing tools around you and planning your marketing strategy. Joe, you put summer and Christmas activity packs. Okay. What about Easter? Is Easter not? I'm just thinking, I don't know. That's a decent holiday off school as well. Okay, so how do you target those? You're saying Etsy and Facebook. So you're obviously targeting mums, busy mums. Oh, I can see lots of possibilities for that, particularly for using Facebook advertising and getting out there and inspiring. Oh, there's loads of possibilities for you, Joe. Right, I need to carry on. I can't dive straight in with everybody. Right. Yeah, telling myself off. Right, so once you've sussed it all, then you start ready to start using the tools. So what are the tools? So many tools. I've listed the most popular here. We've got social media, which obviously Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. And I know Pinterest isn't quite classed as social media. It's more of a catalogue of images as a search tool, but the way you use it is very much in the way you use social media. So having that routine and consistency is important. Emails are an amazing marketing tool. I don't know how many of you here today, but I've taken all your email addresses. I don't know if you've all had to click the link to come through from your email to find me. Email's a great way, absolute great tool, perfect tool. It doesn't mean everybody will always open all of your emails, but it does mean that it's an easy way for them to find you, and you now have a personal connection with them. Selling platforms, knowing which selling platforms to use and refining the way that you use them, the SEO and the keywords, these are all crucial marketing tools. But if you don't know who your ideal customer is, then you have no insight into the keywords and the search terms that they're going to be using. The more you know about them, you know what's important to them. So for Joe, yours is very much about how to entertain the kids. Keep those kids busy, distract them, keeping them away from iPads and technology and giving them something else to do. So all those keywords and things, ideas that people will search for, they are really important for you. Events, again, events are brilliant. I know, Sue, you said you can't do them anymore, but you did say they were used to be the best thing for you. So whilst you can't do them anymore, it's fine, but for other people, they are a tool that get out there and get in front of your audience. And again, it's an events are where you should be collecting these email addresses so you can get back in front of people, and adverts as well. The thing to remember here is at the very beginning, I use the phrase know, like, trust. The first time somebody gets to see you, so they get to know you, it's the first time they come across you, They don't know you from Adam. They really don't. They haven't got a clue who you are. So they've got to come across you again and again and again and again. That's how they get to know you, like you, and trust you. So your process, it needs to make sure that people have ways to get back in front of you. If you are relying purely on your Facebook page, you're going to struggle. We know that organic reach drops is low, isn't the most feasible. So you need to have strategies and ways that you are getting out there in a way where you're not just relying on posting on one platform, posting on two platforms. You need to be going out to where your audience is and then inviting them back to you and getting in front of them. And emails are the perfect way to do that. It isn't the only way to do it. You can also use adverts and retargeting, and there's other techniques that you can do as well. But I would urge you to consider them if you haven't already. Sherry put, Joe, do you advertise for weddings? See, yeah, there's another one. That would be perfect, isn't it? Keep the kids busy at a wedding. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it. I do love when other people have ideas for other people's businesses. Terry, I use emails once a week, and I know, Terry, that they are your best way, most consistent way to get sales on your website. Jane, I need to know how to set up an email collection system and start a newsletter. Jane, that's easy. We can do that. Jane, you're in the members club, so we can make that a priority in there. I haven't got time today, but MailChimp. MailChimp is completely free to use for up to 2,000 email addresses, and I think it's 12,000 emails a month. So you've got no excuse not to try it. Not going to cost you some time, but not any pennies. If you only put never done an email for current business, I know. I'm working on it. Janine, look at MailChimp for newsletters, free and templates. Yep, just said it. Love MailChimp. MailChimp's brilliant. So much automation you can do on there as well now. Jane, I've decided to do Christmas events again. Brilliant. Make sure you collect those email addresses. We'll work out how to set up MailChimp with you and get it working. Paul, you thought, can you have two niche? No. I know your 1940s might seem very niche, and yes, there is going to be a point where it's capped with what you do, but I'm sure at that point you could kind of vary and come up with something else. But I would never stop doing your niche there in any way, shape, or form. Maybe have other things you do, but you've got to make sure that you are well known and you're established in one niche before you move on to another. But then I think you're already on the way, aren't you, Paul? Joe, you answered Sherry with, I've done wedding ones, but not too many. Jane, you put, thank you. That's my pleasure. That's what I'm here for. Alison, you put me in emails as well as newsletters. Newsletters, emails, think of them as one and the same, though I am starting to change the way I think about newsletters as well. So yeah, emails. I'm now using the word emails rather than newsletters. Penny put, I need to learn MailChimp too. That's easy. We can do that. Paul, you put, oh, I am perfect. Right. So, Joe, you put packs I have a summer, Christmas, Easter, wedding, a fairy, pirate, superhero for party packs. Just need to sell more. I'm sure that's possible. You need to sort out your message, your audience, your ideal customer, your timing, and your place. Get all of those ticks in all of those boxes, and you'll be well away. Okay, now I'm going to make an assumption here that you've probably heard most of this before. You've probably heard about ideal customers and niche, and you've heard about not putting all your eggs in one basket and the no, like, trust, and well, pretty much everything else I've said. But the chances are you've dismissed this, or you've taken it in on a session like now and you thought it sounds brilliant, but then you dismiss it as it's a lot of work and there's not enough time, and you think, I'll do it tomorrow, and it just never gets to the top of the pile. And instead, you jump straight into using Facebook or Instagram or maybe even Facebook adverts, whatever it is that you want to do. And instead of getting this really, really clear picture and of what it is you do and who you do it for and why you do it and how you do it and all that clarity. Yeah, I've been there too, so I do know. Long time. It's a very long time since I've done that. But we naturally feel our time is better spent doing rather than planning. And this planning is absolutely crucial. It underlines everything. And then we have broken marketing when you forget to do it, or you just put it off doing it. You need to get this done It's essential. It will underpin everything you do. What I will say, though, is it will change and it will tweak over time. It's not something you do once and you forget about. You do once, you work towards it, and then if it's working, you can expand it, as we've already said, that you can amplify what it is that you're doing. And if it's not working for you, then you go back and you make the tweaks and changes and go through that process again. But you have to go through this process, because as soon as you hit that pocket of gold, as soon as you are there and you find the right person and the right message in the right place and the right time, your business will fly. Okay, it will just go, and you won't need to put all the same amount of effort in. You'll be able to back off a little bit, believe it or not, because your audience will love you and value you, and they'll tell each other about you. Because if you don't do this, you're going to end up tearing your hair out, you panic, and you jump straight back in, and you get straight back into that vicious, frustrating circle. Okay. So you gave up on your newsletter, just had lots of sign-ups, never a single response, never used a discount code. In the end, I did a poll. Yes, they were on Etsy and Facebook, but no, they wouldn't be buying from me. So I know that your work is amazing, and I'm sure that there's a solution. There is a solution. I know there's a solution. And Fiona, I know you did with JMD, but I kind of know that I thought you were starting to see an upturn just a little bit, but then obviously everything that happened. So you put, they weren't interested in what I made, didn't have the money, but like looking at the pictures I posted. So that doesn't make them your ideal customer. They are not, if they're not prepared to buy, they're not your ideal customer. Penny, you put that photo. It's quite an old one. I had to dig it out and find it. That's actually a screenshot from a very old video that I did. It's probably way back in 2013. But yeah, that's not what I want you to look like. I don't want you feeling like that with your marketing. And so I want to, so we can fix it. Right. There you go. Next slide. It's time to fix this. You need to make time to work on your business. It's the best thing you can do, because what we all have a habit of doing is we work inside our business. We're so busy doing that we don't take the time to work on it. But working on your business, just reviewing what's happening, seeing what's happening, checking in, looking at the analytics. I'm thinking I used the wrong word there. I shouldn't have used analytics. It sounds too technical. But looking at what actually is happening within your business, that actually it can refine what you do. It means that you can stop doing the bits that aren't working and focus on what is. Right. I'm now going to tell you how, if this isn't working for you, so you put my hair's not long enough to do that, nor mine, says Paul. I'm now going to tell you, I've got a couple more things that I do want to highlight, but I'm actually now going to tell you about my latest course. And my latest course is about doing all of this. It's about knuckling in and taking that time to work on your business. It's not a course where you learn and you go away and do it, because obviously, as I've just said, I know that that happens quite a lot and you don't make any progress further forward. So instead, what I've done is I've put together a one-day course where you're going to actually come out at the end of it and have all this sussed at the end of one day. You're going to know your right message, you're going to know your right person, you're going to know your right place, you're going to know your right time. So in one day, you get all your foundations sorted and you create your marketing plan. So you know what to do and when to do it. I'm racing through this. It's next Thursday. Not a lot of notice. I know that. It's a full-on day. Look, it's 9 till 6. There are breaks. Think of it as going back to school for the day. It's an online session. We're going to come in and out and get this sorted. You're going to have workbooks to work through. And at the very end, you are going to have a very clear plan of what it is you're going to do. And I'm confident it will work for your business, because each person's going to walk away with something different as their plan. It's not a one-size-fits-all. So no more excuses. We can get it done together. If you're interested, handcraftedbusiness.com/create is the place to go and sign up. There's a few bonuses offered. You're going to get the Make Your Way to Success course, the full course for free. Lifetime access as well, and it's worth a whopping £149. You're also going to get a Facebook website review. I've put Facebook, you can swap that and have a different platform if you want. So basically, if you once you've gone through the session, once you've gone through it and you've put some changes in place and you've started, so a little bit down the line, maybe October we'll do this, you're going to tell me who does, and I'm going to look and make sure that that is the image and that is the message that you are putting out there. And I'm going to do you a little video to go through everything, so you'll get me talking as we do. So that will be all personal to you. There's only 20 places on this course. 2 have already sold, and I'm only just launching it. So 2 pre-sold. Yeah, and there's a link again at handcraftedbusiness.com with /create. Right, so that's it. I'm not going to dwell on that at all. That's not what we're here for. I did just want to share that there is the opportunity there, that if you are struggling to get this sorted on your own, if you can see that it makes sense, but then it doesn't apply to your business, or you don't think it applies to your business, because I can guarantee it does, we can work through it together. Show you, I'm already signed up and I can't wait. I'll get my hubby to make me some cookies to keep me going. Perfect. You might need them. We have got breaks, and you've got a 45-minute lunch break in the middle as well. Right then, so last tips. Do you know what? I was worried I might not keep this to the hour, but we're doing all right. So the very last tips. Be brave. You're going to have to step outside your comfort zone. You really, really are. It's just as simple as that. You're going to have times where you doubt what you do. You're going to look at your competitors and you're going to go, oh, they look shinier than me. They look prettier than me. Tough. You have to have this self-belief. It's what we talked about at the very, very beginning. And that self-belief that I've got to do this. I'm bringing in this income. I want that extra holiday. I want the flexibility, whatever it is that you want. That means you've got to be brave. So you've got to get out there and you've got to do something and you've got to take action. Because if you don't do anything, it's just going to stay the same as it is now. You need to ignore what other people think. Now, by this, I mean your neighbours, your friends. Sorry, Paul. Paul literally is over the road from me. But you need to not worry about what other people think about you, what your family, your friends, your neighbours, anybody else thinks. You've just got to ignore that, and you've just got to go into your own little bubble and go, I'm doing this. Okay? You've got to do the work. Nobody else can do that for you but you. You have to do it. So it's about taking the time to plan, to get everything clear in your heads. So you're going to work out who your ideal customer is, work out what you can do for them, what you do for them, why they want you. You have to believe that you are that best solution for them. You have to work out where they are, when they're there, and why they buy, and then put your plan together that backs all of that up and get out there and do it. Then the other thing that I often see that happens is you can do all that work. You can get out there, you can get in front of the right audience, but you never actually ask for the sale and follow up. You have to ask for the sale, and you have to follow up with people. Don't worry about annoying them. Get out there. And don't wait for perfect. It will never be perfect. I can guarantee you it will never be perfect. Today has not gone perfectly at all for me. And at one point about 2 hours ago, I could easily have gone, no, that's it. I'm going to cancel. Tech is going against me. But we're here. We're doing it and it's worked. It might not be exactly the way I wanted to do it, but it's happening. Okay? So don't wait for perfect. And look for solutions. I should have put that on there as well. Paul, you put boom. Oh, dear. Right. So, Terry, you've put those who already have Make Your Way to Success and Members Club. I'm going to put a post in the Members Club and a post in the Make Your Way to Success group as well. It's changed completely. Originally, when I first mentioned this, it was going to be Make Your Way to Success in a Day, and it's not quite anymore. It's its own entity. It's kind of grown and become something bigger and better, and I'm so excited. You don't know how excited I am to do this. It's going to be an amazing day. There will be some kind of discount if you've already been Making It a Success, and maybe the Members Club as well, but it won't be that great. And by that I mean I originally said it was just going to be an add-on, and it's not. It's now its own course. But you've obviously already got Make Your Way to Success, so that bonus means nothing for you. So I will do something. Okay. So any questions? So there you go. Create success in just one day. When 9 till 6 on the 27th of September, that's next Thursday. So you haven't got time. If you want a place you need to grab it because it's got to be here. If you've got to take a day off work, if you've got to rearrange your plans, go for it. It will be worth it, because afterwards you will straight away know exactly what it is that you're doing. My intention is you have at least a 3-month plan of what it is that you're doing, because after 3 months you can review. So yeah, it's exciting. And it's all from the comfort of your own home. So it's all online. So there you go, handcraftedbusiness.com/create. Penny put, sounds good, but I don't think I can do that and the VIP stuff. VIP will get all this covered anyway, Penny. This is a way of doing it in a group session. It's getting it all done in a day, but VIP will be a little bit more in depth. Okay, so I think that was the last slide. I'm positive that was the last slide. So let me come back to you. Hello. Right then. I am here. And I've been muzzing my hair up all over the place. Right. So, any questions? We've done exactly the hour. I could not have done, do you know what? If I'd actually tried, I wanted the hour. But if I'd worried about that too much, if I'd tried to get that bit perfect, it wouldn't have happened. So I'm kind of over the moon that we've raced through. I know, I'm very aware that we've raced through. Hopefully you do have lots of notes. And if nothing else, you're very clear about what it is that you need to do and what you need to get focused on. It really is about the right message to the right people in the right time and the right place. That is marketing in a complete and utter nutshell. Now, I'm aware that that sounds so simple that it kind of sounds like it can't be real, but it really is. The trick is figuring it all out and then getting on and committing to that and getting out there with that message to those people on those times and on those places, and then reviewing it and testing it and tweaking it as you need to. That really is where it is. It's as simple as that. The tools you use, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or MailChimp or Facebook advertising or events or whatever it is that you use as your tools, even if it's leaflet dropping, they only work if you're going to the right people with the right message at the right time, at the right place. So, yeah. Any questions? Sally, you put, thanks, Nicola. Good food for thought. It is. I just always think, am I telling you something that feels like it's too simple? But do you know what? At that point, that's where I go, I know this. I understand this. And I'm thinking about it from a perspective of, at that level, I'm thinking about a perspective of how I would take on this information. And that's an issue that I'm very aware that you do too, that you say that I make, there you go, I make this. And if that's what you make, for you, it's easy. For you, you do it and you don't necessarily value it. Whereas actually, I wouldn't know where to start making this. I wouldn't know where to get these from. I wouldn't know how to make sure I'm going to even thread all those on. It just looks painstaking to me to do that. And I can't even find where it's knotted. And I know it must be, but I wouldn't have a clue where to start to make that. And I know that sounds like you might be looking at that going, well, that's so simple. Of course you would. But that's because you've had the time and energy and inclination to learn that at some point. Your customers won't. Your customers just want the beauty of having a final finished product. Leslie, you put, oh, just got back. You can watch the replay, Leslie. Penny, you put, how much time should we spend daily talking to people on Facebook to see if they are our ideal customers? Oh, that's very, how long is a piece of string? Current guidance for Facebook is posting 3 to 5 times a week. So it's not a great deal. At the moment, Facebook is all about quality, not quantity. So you are far better to put out something that you think is an amazing post and put effort into crafting it, and getting those words in there and getting the words in there that you know your audience use are important to them, and putting a great strong image out and then seeing what response you get. And if you don't get much of a response, there's a couple of things going on. Targeting the right people. Facebook are holding you back because they've archived you previously because you've just been quite quiet. So you have to kind of figure out which part of it is that, and then go, right, that worked great, I'll do it again. And if it hasn't worked, try something else. So it's not about how much time. Members Club members, if you haven't yet watched the social media quick class, I know it's a 30-minute class, so it's not quite a quick class. Watch the 30-minute quick class that's in there, because that will really give you some valuable tips about how you actually can get out with your Facebook and Instagram and anything else you want to do. So that and a load more is in there. Paul, you put some MailChimp. I collect email addresses of previous customers that would be selling back to old customers, not reaching out to new. Yep. MailChimp, you should be collecting. There's two different, excuse me, two different avenues. You want to be collecting, you need permission. GDPR, you have to have permission. You cannot just send out, it depends if you set yourself up, but reality is we need permission. Permission to email them future offers and news to existing customers. But also, what you also want is you also want to be collecting prospective customers. So you need to want to have an offer out there, which is sign up to or get a 10% discount or something off your first order. So actually, people who are prospective customers are already signing up. Janine, you've put, Paul, have you got to sign up to my newsletter form on your website? That might create new customers. Yep, you have to have that. You have to have it. Because the thing is, you can send out emails, whether it doesn't matter whether you send them once a week, once a month, every 2 weeks. You're better to do them kind of closer together than you are complete. You don't want to go once a year. If you have an offer on, then yeah, you're going to pull in customers at that time if you've got the perfect customers for you and if you've got the timing right. So Paul, for you, if you know that there's a particular event going on and everybody wants to have their vehicles all looking pristine and looking the part and whatever else before that event, maybe a month before, if you whacked out an email with a great offer on, wow, you're going to be inundated. Leslie, you put, I make natural and bath and body products. Yes. I think you've gone to the beginning, Leslie. So I'm not going to reply back to you now because I don't think you're quite hearing with me, even though you're putting the comments on. Okay. Any questions? I'm really hoping that a few of you join me next Thursday, because next Thursday we really knuckle deep on this. We're not just talking about what you need to do. It is digging in and getting to grips with what you actually will be doing, need to do, and really getting an understanding of your business. But getting it down on paper in a way that we work out all these things. So we work out the message, the people, the place, and the timing. Had to think what they were then. Paul, you put, I've only got emails for invoicing so far, never done a mail shop. Missing a trick. Really big trick. Because there's other things as well. There's that, there's retargeting, there's Facebook pixels on your website, there's all sorts of things that you can be doing. And not everything is right for everybody. So the point of next Thursday is we'll knuckle down, and you might decide that actually Facebook isn't for you, but Instagram is, and emails are, and going to get a really, really clear plan of what it is that you're doing. Right. Any questions? You're being very quiet. I'm going to have some of my cold cuppa. I'm so relieved that this system worked. It's the first time I've used YouTube Direct with comments as well. Dear me. Excuse me for a second. Jessie, leave. Leave. My dog had a biopsy Tuesday, and she's just kind of trying to fix her wound. So I just need to stop her. I apologise, but I do need to. She's looking at me with like, what am I doing? Right, any questions? That's what we're here for. Oh, you're all very quiet. Right, a handcraft. I'm just going to talk about it next Thursday. Janine, you've put, will you be repeating the course at another time? Can't make next Thursday. Yes, but I have no idea when. Absolutely no idea when. If I get lots of people tell me the same, that they can't make next Thursday, I'm aware that I'm giving you not a lot of notice. I've just jumped in and done this. In the same I say, don't wait to get it perfect. Sometimes you just got to do things, and this was the timing that worked for me. If enough people are interested, then I can always do another time this side of Christmas. I mean, interested but can't make Thursday. Otherwise, it's likely to be next year now. But I'm so looking forward to this. Oh my word. It's gonna be tiring. 9 till 6 working on your business. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Right. Anybody else? Any other questions? Okay, so handcraftedbusiness.com/create. There's information on there. It gives you a rough idea of the running order of the day. It's subject to change a little bit because we're going to go with the flow and with what people and use what people need. You do get a break between every lesson. We all need comfort breaks and need time to make a fresh cuppa or two. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And it's also going to be probably, it's the first time I've done this. It's the very first time. It just came to me in a flash of inspiration of Make Your Way to Success normally works over 4 weeks and you get a module every week and you kind of work through it and there are 2 Q&As. But I suddenly went, why are we spreading this over 4 weeks? Who has 4 weeks? Let's get this done in a day. We can get this done. We can nail this. We can get this out there. You can nail your niche. You can get out there and you can get this sorted and really make an impact from next Friday. Next Friday, everything changes. But in fact, I'm going to be getting you putting stuff out on Thursday. Live out there, getting it started. Oh dear, that's how on the ball we're going to be. It really is about doing it now and getting out there and no waiting, no faffing. Nothing. It's just getting out there and making a difference in time for the Christmas sales. How amazing is that? Okay. It's 1:10. I was kind of expecting to have a lot more questions about what we've done today, about everything, about the Know Your Niche, about the tools, about marketing and message and people and place and time. But you're all very quiet. You're all thinking about it. Really, what I'm urging you to do, what I want to make sure you don't do, is just have all these notes and put them in a folder and forget about them. And then in 6 months' time, think, I'm not where I want to be. Marketing isn't working. I feel like I'm marketing all the while. I feel like I'm talking to myself. What do I do? When actually the answer is hidden in your file that you filed away. Today is only worth your time if you work on it, if you do something, if you take the time to action this. You don't have to join my course on Thursday. Of course you can. I'd love you to. I'd love to work with you. But actually, you can action this just by sitting down and doing it yourself. Thursday is all about me giving you that guidance along the way, talking it through. And it won't just be me. You'll get the interaction from everybody else in the course as well, working through this together. Terry, you put, can you give me the course URL again, please? Yes, in fact, what I can do, which would make more sense, if I can post it in the comments. Oops, if I see if I could find the comments, I've just managed to lose them. There they are. There you go. So you put, I need to completely revisit my social media. Social media and the tools are a massive part of Thursday. Yeah, massive part. Basically, in the morning, we are getting to grips with your business, how you make your money, your business model, understanding what you do and who you do it for. We're digging into who your ideal customer is and really getting that deep understanding so we can figure out the timing and the place and all of that type of information. And then the afternoon is predominantly about the tools and putting the plan into place broadly. That's a broad. Oh, pricing is in there as well. How did I forget that? Oh my word. We saw your pricing out as well. I briefly mentioned fair pricing today, but actually on Thursday, we make sure that it's worth your time to get your marketing fixed, because if you're not going to make money off those sales, it's not worth it. So you put, sorry, I don't have funds for Thursday. It's been a tough few months. Yeah, I understand, sir. I did realise that. Sorry. I was using your comment as a prompt for what we're doing in the course. But you will get tips on social media. You will get lots of advice as well. Janine, you put my youngest has just started school, so I've now started 5 school days to work on my art business. I have a huge to-do list. Prioritize, and don't just jump in and start with that marketing. Don't just kind of go, hey, I'm in here and I'll get on with it, because before you know it, you're just too busy inside your business. Take the time on. Oh, the page should say it's 179. 179 is the day, and it will revolutionize your marketing. But it isn't just for the day. You do get that follow-up, and you do get the full course as well. You get those bonuses. Paul, you put anyone use Instagram? Yes. Particularly now I've discovered that I can use upload to Instagram from the Microsoft Store as an app, and I don't have to do it all from my phone. Revolutionized me. I do everything from the computer. I know that makes me a bit of a dinosaur. But yeah, everything's on the computer for me. Joe, I'm starting to get into using Instagram. Brilliant. Make sure you use Instagram to share to your Facebook page as well at a different time. Paul, I've had an account but not used it. You should. You really should. Pinterest as well. You really should be using Pinterest as well, Paul, if you're not. Just trust me. Oh dear. Yeah, 179. I'm going to scroll through the page now and check. It does at the bottom, I believe. As you get further down, it doesn't buy the first button. I'll give you that. If I scroll further down, there you go. When I get for you, and you get what you get for your money. So you get a full day working on your business to create your own unique marketing plan and strategy with complete expert guidance. And on top of that, you also get an understanding of all the tools and what you can be using and what you could be using, and picking the ones that work for you. You don't have to do them all. You get a bonus of Make Your Way to Success, which is my super marketing course worth £149. You get a platform review of 2 of your platforms following the Create Your Success Day to make sure you're being seen and what you plan to do. And I've realised there's a discrepancy. I've told you it's worth 79 on the slides and 99 on here. It's actually something that I sell for £99. And then you get an exclusive Facebook group where you can connect and get support from your fellow Create Success classmates, and the value is priceless. So the whole day and the bonuses is worth 427, but you can get it all for 179. There you go. And I haven't checked, obviously, to see if anybody's joined up, but there are only 18 out of the 20 places available. It is capped. It's completely, utterly capped at 20, because I just need to make sure that we've got time to work with everybody and I've got time to connect with everybody. Okay, right. Let me go back to my comments and see what's there. So you've put, is that an app on the PC? Yes. Oh my word. Hold on. Let me find it for you. I'll give you the... It's a Microsoft app. Always give me a notification about United States and United Kingdom, but let me give you this anyway. I'm sure you also switch one it is. It's that, something like that. But yeah, it's a Microsoft app. Download it, and it basically, when you open it up, it's like having Instagram. I'm fidgeting, can you see? It's like having Instagram in a box on your computer, and you can upload images and do everything that you would do on your phone. It's genius. Really like it. Really makes the world of difference. Paul, you put find FB hashtags 2. Yeah, Facebook hashtag 2 hashtags on Facebook. 11 is your optimum on Instagram. Yeah, hashtags are important. Twitter as well. Twitter's really great for backlinks. Fiona, you put, I feel like the new Strictly contestant, so much to get my head around and struggling trying to do everything and not really doing anything at all. It can be like that, and that's why you need to sit down, put everything else out. This is when you're doing this. It's what we will be doing on Thursday, and obviously if you join me, it will be switch the phone off, don't look at your notifications, you're not checking emails, lock the front door if you're on your own in the house, switch off the phone, whatever it is that you need to do, and it's knuckle down and focus, and that's what you have to do. But you need to sit down and do this without any other distractions, and it's one step at a time. So you put, I'll retry Instagram then. Paul, you thought I've been hashtagging customers, Facebook posts to link my stencils, mainly if they don't mention me, but even if they do. Brilliant. By hashtagging, just mean tagging. If you're tagging customers, be careful tagging customers. Brilliant. Right. There's so much out there. There are so many different tools you can use. There's so much you can do. You don't have to be doing it all. Figure out where your ideal customer is and the tools that they use and use those ones. Fiona, you put, I did make a success and nothing seems to go into my head and stay there. I seem to remember at the time you did make a success. It felt right at the time and then you've moved on. I think, Fiona, you've had so much going on and you have so much else going on in your head at any moment in time that it is one little thing at a time that make those changes rather than trying to make that big change all at once. Joe, I learned a lot about hashtags from you the other day, Nicola, and used them on Instagram yesterday and this morning, got more views and found out I can follow them too. Perfect. Do love it when it all works. See? I share what works. I do my best to only share what works. I'm very careful about what I share and what I put out there. And I very much believe in best practice and following the guidelines of a platform. I don't want to go against a platform. You don't want to be using Facebook in a way where you're just sharing everything to your profile, because Facebook frowns on that. They don't like that. It's not what they want you to be doing. So you don't want your account basically archived because you're breaking their rules and they don't like you doing it. It doesn't mean never share anything to your profile. Of course you can. It's part of your life. It's part of what you're doing. So occasionally it's fine, but you don't want to be doing everything all of the while. So just make sure you adhere to guidelines. It's my pleasure, Joe. I'm so pleased. Okay. Right then. I'm going to let you get on with it. I'm going to leave you to the rest of your day. I can't wait to hear how this makes an impact on your business, because I know that if you can suss your message, your people, your place, and your time, and have the self-belief in your product as being that right solution for your audience, that your business will fly, that you will just feel confident in what you're doing. It will help you be brave and get out there and step outside of your comfort zone. It will make the world of difference. Doesn't matter whether you want it to be your full-time income or you need it to be your full-time income, or whether you are looking to save for the next family holiday. You can do that. You really can. You are more than capable, but it does take the time, effort, and energy to work on your business. I'm more than happy to help you with that. I'd love to help you with that because, well, I know you can do it. Okay, I'm going to leave you there. www.handcraftedbusiness.com/create. I shall speak to you very, very soon. Bye.